LifeLiberty with a musky beard, preaching loud for all to hear. Self-sustained, don't live in fear. He ain't buying what they steer. Self-righteous, here to tell the world's gone straight to, well, got no love for ATS, says liberals, they're a mess. LifeLiberty, he's so proud, living off the grid, not with the crowd. Shaking fists at big city's mess, his ways the only, nothing less. Solar panels on the roof, solar panels on the roof. No one tells him what's the truth. Buys his goods from local folks, hates the government side pokes. Plants the seeds, the garden grows. Hates the talk of those he opposes. God his praise, his peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God his kingdom, wears the crown. The seeds, the garden grows. Hates the talk of those he opposes. God his grace, his peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God his kingdom, wears the crown. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God his kingdom, where's the crown? Where's the crown? LifeLiberty with a musky beard, preaching loud for all to hear. Self-sustained, don't live in fear. He ain't buying what they steer. LifeLiberty with a musky beard, preaching loud for all to hear. Self-sustained, don't live in fear. He ain't buying what they steer. Self-righteous, here to tell the world's gone straight to, well, got no love for ATS, says liberals, they're a mess. LifeLiberty, he's so proud, living off the grid, not with the crowd. Shaking fists at big city's mess, his ways the only, nothing less. Solar panels on the roof, solar panels on the roof. No one tells him what's the truth. Buys his goods from local folks, hates the government side pokes. Plants the seeds, the garden grows. Hates the talk of those he opposes. God his grace, his peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God his kingdom, wears the crown. The garden grows, hates the talk of those he opposes. God his grace, his peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God is kingdom, where's the crown? LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God is kingdom, where's the crown? Where's the crown? LifeLiberty with a musty beard, preaching loud for all to hear. Self-sustained, don't live in fear. He ain't buying what they steer. LifeLiberty with a musty beard, preaching loud for all to hear. Self-sustained, don't live in fear. He ain't buying what they steer. Self-righteous here to tell the world's gone straight to, well, got no love for ATS, says liberals, they're a mess. LifeLiberty, he's so proud, living off the grid, not with the crowd, shaking fists at big cities' mess. His ways the only, nothing less. Solar panels on the roof, solar panels on the roof. No one tells them what's the truth. Buys his goods from local folks, hates the government side pokes. Plants the seeds, the garden grows. Hates the talk of those he opposes. God his place, his peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God his kingdom, where's the crown? The garden grows, hates the talk of those he opposes. God his place, his peace of mind. Voices loud, the blind lead the blind. LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God his kingdom, where's the crown? LifeLiberty, he's so clear. He's the echo we all hear. Takes a stand, won't bow down. God his kingdom, where's the crown? Where's the crown? LifeLiberty with a musty beard, preaching loud for all to hear. Self-sustained, don't live in fear. He ain't buying what they steer. LifeLiberty with a musty beard, preaching loud for all to hear. Self-sustained, don't live in fear. He ain't buying what they steer. Self-righteous here to tell the world's gone straight to, well, got no love for ATS, says liberals, they're a mess. LifeLiberty, he's so proud, living off the grid.
Hi, my name is Jenny. I'm a sophomore, and this is for all three of you. Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Diversity and opportunity.
Lewis?
Freedom and freedom. So let's keep it that way.
Will?
The New York Jets.
No, I'm going to hold you to an answer on that. What makes America the greatest country in the world? Why is America
Not the greatest country in the world, Professor. That's my answer.
You're saying...
Yes.
Let's talk about...
Fine. Sharon, the NEA is a loser. Yeah, it accounts for a penny out of our paycheck, but he gets to hit you with it anytime he wants. It doesn't cost money. It costs votes. It costs airtime and column inches. You know why people don't like liberals? Because they lose. If liberals are so fucking smart, how come they lose so goddamn always? Hey. And with a straight face, you're going to tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom? Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom.
All right.
And yeah, you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. And one of them is, there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Sure used to be. We stood up for what was right. We fought for moral reasons. We passed laws, struck down laws for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed. We cared about our neighbors. We put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chest. We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy. We were able to be all these things and do all these things because we were informed by great men, men who were revered. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore. Enough?
Welcome to the LifeLiberty Show. All right, so I've scrolled the fucking social medias, and I'm just kind of sick of it. You know, just as the intro says, right? The intro says, we didn't used to identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election or who we're voting for in this election, because it doesn't matter. But what has happened is our political climate has actually made it fucking happen, and we're guilty of that. We are the ones that are making that happen. I don't give a fuck who y'all are voting for, but who I'm voting for is none of your fucking concern. I talk shit about both sides because there is negative on both sides. And we've become a geopolitical fucking society. And we are breaking down the core of what our fucking nation was built on. And we are guilty of that. You know, I was just on one of the social media apps and they put a little fucking badge or icon or whatever the fuck you want to call it next to your profile picture if you put identifying words in your profile. Republican, Democrat, LGBT, it just goes Latino. I mean, it just goes on and on, right? We are separating and dividing and segregating ourselves. Who gives a fuck if you suck dick, if you're brown, or if you voted for fucking Kamala, or if you voted for Joe fucking Biden, or if you voted for goddamn Trump or George Bush or Bill Clinton? Who the fuck cares? Because when everything fucking crumbles, it's not gonna fucking matter. Just like on 9/12, 2001, September 11th, we had an awful fucking terrorist attack, foreign or domestic, however you want to fucking consider it. On 9/12, we came to fucking gather, and it didn't matter what our fucking political affiliation was. We didn't fucking care. And that is the same exact fucking thing we have to do right goddamn now. And I don't mean politically. I don't mean anything else. But what I do mean is our fucking government doesn't care about us, and we need to come together and tell them to fuck off. And I don't mean rise up and have a fucking revolution, because a revolution is never going to goddamn happen. It's never going to fucking happen. But we are creating this goddamn problem ourselves because we're too fucking selfish to sit next to somebody that has a differing opinion. I kind of pride myself in having conversations with people that don't agree with me because I want to understand. Whether I agree with you or not, I want to understand why you are making that decision. Listen, I have 3 daughters at home. Do you really think that all of us agree politically? Fuck no. But what they do know is that I'm very opinionated. I'm very pointed in what the fuck I say. And you need to have a set of balls to be able to talk to me and take the fact that I'm going to say what the fuck I believe. And I don't care what your opinion is. I will listen to it. I will ask questions. We need to get the fuck over this. Oh, well, you voted for this person. You're a dumbass. I don't want to be around you. That is only creating division, exactly what the fucking government wants. They want us to be divided so they can fucking control us. And you are allowing it to happen. I'm allowing it to happen. We have created this on our own. You know, I'm about to fucking drop some videos. We're working on Universe 25. And we're hoping to have some other scientists come in on the video with us. We've been in contact with some that are involved in the studies. And they say that in between 1970 and 1985 is the time that was no, it's not against the law there, Tuvet, because we still have the freedom of speech, and I can tell you who I voted for. But they said that that was the time for us to make a shift so that we don't have the same fucking outcome that every fucking one of the tests that they did, every fucking one of them, Universe 25 means that there was more than just the 25th universe. And every study that they did had the same fucking result. And you can attribute so many things in today's society to that same fucking study with mice. They would segregate themselves. They would stay in a fucking, they would segregate by abilities. They didn't like me. They were too aggressive. They're mean. And then the ones that chose to stay away from the aggressive ones, they would pile up in one of the hotels. Population of just under or just over 2,000 was the biggest number. And when you've got over 1,000 of them living in one space, when it was large enough for over 3,000 mice to live in, and then they would sit up on little fucking deals that they have set, little hideaways. They would sit up there and fucking lick themselves and prim and proper their fucking nails. They got to the point where they just disassociated. What are we doing? We are segregating ourselves. There are people that are disassociating with society. We are doomed to repeat the same fucking thing. And it appears that none of us really give a fuck. It appears that everybody is more concerned with them moving forward in their own life. And I am one of them. Because I care about me and my family. Because when shit goes down, I am going to be protective of my family. We are going to survive. Now, if you're not willing to jump on the same fucking page, I don't want you on my page. Move on. If you're not willing to talk to somebody that disagrees with you, then I don't want you on my page. Go tell everybody out there that Life Liberty is a motherfucker. He wants to talk to other people, the people that disagree with him. And I don't like that. Go tell everybody. Tell all of your friends. Because I want to know why people are acting the way they're acting. Golden rule, no longer golden, sadly. Listen, I've said to some people, one of my friends is very much, I care about everybody. I want to see everybody survive. I want to see this or that. He will defend himself. I'm the guy that's going to sit when shit hits the fan. I'm not going out to rescue people. I'm going to sit right here on my property. And if, or one of my places that I have. And if you're there with me and you're not willing to fucking conform, because this is our place. If you're not willing to conform, then you're going to be a hindrance to the survival. Now listen, I will listen to you, and we will fucking bounce ideas off of each other. But if you're just going to be a hindrance to survival, bye, deuces. You didn't have this fucking prepared. I did. If you want to ensure that you're going to be able to do what you want to do, you need to prepare for yourself. Don't rely on me to do it for you. And since you didn't do that and you're going to be a hindrance to my fucking life, there's the fucking gate. Get the fuck off my property. You know why? Because my family matters more than you. And if you don't like that, I don't fucking care. I don't. We have become too fucking divided. And really, I'm I said I was guilty of this, did I not? That very statement is on the same lines. But we have to have some sort of common sense. You know why? Because there's people out there that have nefarious reasons to everything they do. If I allow somebody into my property and into my space, then I am putting my family in danger because I don't fucking know who they are. And if I turn my back and something happens to one of my kids, I may kill a motherfucker. But I'm going to blame myself because I allowed it to happen. So what you need to do is you need to get your own property. You need to build your own community within your property, your family, some really solid friends. And then when you're moving forward and something comes down to life or death and fucking shit hits the fan, then you can associate with your neighbors that are surviving, that are thriving because they're taking care of themselves. And then you build your community on everybody locally that is doing the same thing, but you have your own ideas on how to run your property. You can have sheep, and I'll trade something for your wool. You can have pigs. I'll trade some vegetables and some fucking beef for some goddamn pork belly. Right? But you get to survive on your own. I have a select few that are off limits. But other than that, it's me or them, and I promise I won't be going out. There you go. Right? No chaos inside my fences. You have to protect yourself inside your fences. I have a select few. I still don't get where you're trying to put that. Anyway, guys, and if you don't agree with me, go tell everybody how much of a dickhead I am. Go do it. Please share the shit out of this. Make it go viral. This is the point. When you scroll through social media and you watch the videos, people are so fucking lost. When you see videos, a friend of mine on one of our social media apps shared a video of the Hulk at a child's party twerking. Why the fuck is that even important? Why? You're sexualizing something for kids. It just fucking... In 20 years, 30 years, I was born in the 80s, raised in the 90s. In 30 years, so much has changed. Just being able to say the word shit on TV was so fucking frowned upon. Our kids were fucking protected. They were allowed to be kids. We are sexualizing them and forcing them to become adults. This is not something that we need. The radical LGBT movement, right? There's people that are gay that don't give a shit. They're just moving on with their life. They like to suck a dick, and that's their fucking prerogative. But the ones that are trying to sexualize our kids and the ones that are trying to fucking manipulate the system so that they can have their fucking cake and eat it too, there's a fucking problem. Those are the ones that I don't fucking like. Now, there's the ones on the other side, on the right, that are so staunchly against those people that are just strictly LGBT. The homophobics. On the right side, there are homophobics. They need to get the fuck over themselves too. Our Constitution says we have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And until your pursuit of happiness gets in the way of my pursuit of happiness, I don't give a fuck what you do. Do I have an opinion on it? Abso-fucking-lutely. But until it affects me and mine, you can do what you want. Am I willing to give advice for certain things? Because people have excuses for so much. There's a bunch of fucking excuses. But nobody wants to take accountability for their fucking actions. And that's a goddamn problem. Unfortunately, now we have to force them to be adults. No, we don't have to force them. The only reason they're getting forced is because the adults refuse to be adults themselves. They want to continue to be children and live off the fucking system, mine and your tax-paying dollars. How about you get off your fat, lazy fucking ass and get out there and fucking do something with your life? I'm not paying for your fucking lifestyle. My tax dollars are for the fucking infrastructure and to pay for the military to fucking keep my country safe. Other than that, my tax dollars should be going to what we choose it goes to. Now, are we going to be able to fix that? No. We will not be able to fix it. So there is a point where we need to accept it. And when you accept it, when you accept that you can't change the system, then that's when you step back. I think I said this a couple episodes ago. When you step back on your heels and you say, wow, that's true, I can't fix the system. It is too far gone. It will take another 50 years of the correct, precise movements within the system to change it. I mean, it took 30 to 50 years to get here. So then it's probably going to take 50 to 100 to get it back. Listen, I didn't really know what I was going to talk about today. I just went on a fucking rant, and I goddamn love it. My blood pressure's up, which doesn't fucking happen very often. You're welcome. I just know that if we, as a populace, were to act more like adults, then our kids wouldn't have to become adults. Guys, if you like what you're hearing, tell your friends, get into our locals, check out the link in the bio, go to our link tree, buy some merch, and while you're there, visit warhorseordnance.com. They have the best tactical gear on the market. They're an American company, veteran-owned. All of their materials are locally sourced. They sell IFAKs, medical gear, go bags. They also have some of the best trained tacticians in their pro staff. And they have access to more. They have a network across the country. They can get you in touch with the people that will give you the training that you need to survive. I can do whatever I want, Alvin. That's warhorseordnance.com. So, he's not wrong. Alvin's not wrong. The solution to everything I've been bitching about is to be open-minded and talk to people. Ask questions. Stop being so conceited and thinking you're the only person that fucking knows right. There are people that know other things, and there's different perspectives. And once we get the different perspectives, we can make an informed decision. And then, once you realize that we can't change the government, you will find that the only solution, but the wives are always right. And how about question the government, because they are not here for you? You can question them all you want, Rat. You can. But they'll never give you the answer you want. And once you realize that, you will want to pull away from the governmental system. And then once you get pulled away, question the government because, okay, you mean question everything they say. You mean don't believe their fucking lies. That's what you mean. And do your own research. But once you find out that you can't fucking, you can't change the system, and you realize that they're fucking lying to you, you're going to get yourself a piece of property. You're going to want to disassociate with it. And you're going to want to stop paying taxes. Right? Who likes paying taxes? We just need enough people that are willing to live outside of that. That is where I was going. And once we get enough people that are living legally outside of the system, the tax revenue that they have will deplete. Unless they just bring in more migrants and give them Social Security numbers. Well, that's what BRICS is doing, Alvin. So, when you are outside the system and you can grow your own food, you can butcher your own fucking cows, and you're only doing enough work to pay for your property tax and maybe some fuel if you want to drive your car around, don't buy a brand new car. Learn to work on the one you have. Or you create a network of people that have the ability to do that, and you barter with those people to do things for them so they can fix your car. Not everything is on cash. I've got a guy right down here in my town. If you go in there to buy a car and you say, I have no cash, but I can give you cows, the man will go off of current market value and he will guess how much the cow weighs, and y'all will come to an agreement, and he will do in trade for the car in livestock right here in my town. Nothing is stopping us from starting Owen Briggs. We just have to figure out how to do it locally. That's how we need to talk about that, Alvin. That may actually be a good conversation, something I enjoy talking about and figuring it out. Everybody, I appreciate it. Nobody special. buy local, buy American, and fuck the ATF.
Drag them in, and they'll follow you until the day you die. I tell myself I've done this before. It's hard to get a handle on you walking out the door. So just take another message to the people who know more. The talk is growing old and so